Hello everyone and welcome to our 4th server tour. Yeah, has been a long time again, as usual. So yeah, this time was mainly because we were working on different projects but not finishing anything. And usually we want to show you finished products and not just work in progress stuff. But, well, we got something done actually, and we can also show you the progress in our other projects, and therefore I think, yeah, we now definitely got a lot of stuff to show you again. And we'll start right at the beginning with killing some withers, and yeah, just an easy method for 1.5 to kill those withers, I would say, which you might not have seen yet. So, here we are. Yeah, most of this area still hasn't changed a lot, and the other people are all invisible again. Sorry, this is stupid bug has not been fixed yet.
Please, Mojang, fix it.
Yeah, that would be so awesome.
So, I'm currently running towards the center hub. And
you got the ender chest?
I got 4 ender chests at the moment, yes.
Okay, good.
So, meet here at the hub here. Can some of you also relog? It so far. Thanks. I guess. There is Gannon. There is. Okay. People are appearing around me. Good to know. Yeah. So everyone knows where to get there. Pricey, where are you? There you are.
I don't know. No.
Okay. So follow me. Over here we got the villa killing station, and there is Philip, hooray, and Panda. So yeah, a super simple creation here. Let me just place an ender chest right here. And yeah, let's just show it in action, right? So, does anyone need some stuff out of the ender chest?
Yeah,
Nope.
I got my withers ready.
Okay, just place them.
So I guess we're gonna kill him right now. So what do I need to do? Just
place.
Oh.
Read the sign.
Read the sign back here.
There's an
with
easy menu.
iron, move him up, punch him. Okay, so there we go, guys. Panda, you're in my way.
I'm not in your way.
Of course you are.
Quite Panda.
Yes, come on. And there we go.
Okay.
Okay, so first wither.
Hooray! Okay, so this is actually just a certain structure in the bedrock which makes it relatively easy to kill the wither here. It's not that often, but it's a 3x3 bedrock platform with a space above, so that the wither doesn't suffocate, because when he's suffocating, the problem is that, well, he's taking suffocation damage, and therefore you cannot punch him with the sword properly anymore, and that means you can he dies very slowly. But if there's a space above, and like this 3x3 bedrock platform, which is not that often, but also not too rare, it is very easy to kill him.
You need the airspace above to move him up. If there would be a block, you could move him up, and then he could still shoot the blockbusters. Yeah. Obviously, this thing is basically using the same concept as a tree farm, that he is in the blocks there, and you even would be able to build a tree farm here in the nether, probably.
Yeah, there we go, second wither.
Ta-da! Let's see how long it takes for one person to kill him.
Yeah, Panda, you wanna go for it, or JL?
I will do it.
With the tiller.
Oh yeah, Rob was the wither.
I'm doing it already. So we didn't set up.
I'm pretty sure Rob is doing most of the damage.
Yeah, we didn't set up a strength beacon yet. But with that, it's going to be even faster, and obviously an iron sword also does less damage than a
the third wither now.
Hooray! If you're wondering where we got all those wither skeleton skulls, right now we are still actually farming in a fortress, nothing prepared yet, and it's obviously taking quite some time to farm them, but a lot of people seem to have fun with that, and therefore we do have already quite some beacons.
Yeah, these skulls were all mine, I found them.
Woohoo!
Lately. Oh, where's the star gone? Gone.
I got it.
Oh, okay, you got it.
Hey, I see that over there's either a block missing or the wither was already able...
Yeah, there's no bedrock in this edge,
okay,
so some projectiles can get out here.
Guys!
Oh, yeah.
That's
third,
not that bad.
fourth wither.
Okay.
Over here too.
Yeah, we should play some obsidian because it can at least block the explosion of him, which is doing actually some damage here.
Yeah. Hey! Who shot a fireball?
Okay, that was it for the wither killing.
So we just placed some obsidian to get rid of the explosion damage in the beginning, and wow, Panda had the super fancy idea for those iron pressure plates as a 4 tiling. I don't know, it looks interesting, but doesn't go too well with the end stone. Anyway, yeah, this area wasn't made to be super fancy, it's just super useful. And now let's go to the area which is both, and that's the end. I think so, at least. And yeah, so sprinting along the ice tunnel. Ah, Philip is in front. I'll get you in a moment.
Not quite.
Ah, almost. I could just punch you out of the portal. Okay. So, before I turn around, I will wait for the others, and yeah, oh god, glitchy Minecraft as usual.
Right.
All player positions are 1 meter off at the moment. Okay, this gives quite a cool insight. Mojang, please take care of those invisible and player positions offset bugs, please.
I think it's only player positions. The invisible is just that the position is so offset that you can't see the player. I think, I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, yeah, might be. So, here we are, and what we did over here is we tried to optimize the walk distances to our different stations in the end. And yeah, the complete area has changed here. Let's first of all just go down, I would say. Woohoo! So, this tunnel leads to our Enderman farm, right here. And yeah, we also changed a little bit how the Enderman farm looks like. So we raised the hoppers by 1 meter, and the reason for this is simply that we now... Oh. Why can I not trigger this lever here? Okay, some weird glitch happening.
You're crouching.
Yeah, I'm not actually crouching. What the?
User disconnected from your
What the
channel.
fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pressing shift.
Okay, now you're not.
Okay.
Can get stuck. I think it maybe when you go through portals. I'm not sure. It's something like that. But it can sometimes get stuck if you crouch.
Yeah.
So what is happening now is the Endermen are now dropping directly on the hoppers, which means that we have actually had space to put another block row below, so that we could attach our comparators to the hopper chain and add a silent drop elevator, which feeds all our precious emerald, not emerald, ender pearl chests, almost. So we are planning to add carpets on top of those hoppers in the 1.6 updates to make them look better, but right now it doesn't really matter. It still looks fine, and it's very useful indeed. And no annoying clicking noise anymore. Thank you so much, Cube Hamster, for showing us the silent drop elevator. Let's actually take a quick look at it. Sankan? Oh, there's no good way out of this.
Yeah.
Who made it? So let's see. Oh, this is quite dangerous. So over here it is. Actually, there needs to be another half slab, otherwise we have Endermen which are able to teleport inside here. Yeah, and it actually features Cube Hamster's silent drop elevator, and well, he actually didn't design this, but he showed this in a sharing is caring episode. I will link you to this in the description. Pretty cool. Over here we got a speed and region beacon, finally. So yeah, no more food eating required when we are punching Endermans in here. It took us a long time to finally place this thing here, and yeah, this is completely new, and we'll show this. Take a look at this in a moment. So here we are. I fixed those spots where the Enderman can eventually teleport to. Right now, Philip and Panda are farming XP, and I think Rob is actually farming most of it. So yeah, it was pretty fun here farming XP together, and yeah, third person collects it all and will enchant it.
Yeah,
so
what would we do without Rob collecting all the XP?
Yeah, he's doing all the hard work.
Yeah. You're basically
when it comes
his slaves.
to XP farming.
Oh dear. Yeah, so those ender pearls are all getting transported up from this by this silent elevator here, get sorted into those chests here, and the excessive ones, oh, you may not sprint jump into those water here, you can hear it already, they just get dispensed out into the voids on this side, and on the other side there's also one of those dispensers, so we will always have 40 double chests of ender pearls ready to be filled, filled up, and if you accidentally drop in anything else than ender pearls into those chests, that stuff will land into those sorter chests here, so there's actually stuff in here now. But anything beside ender pearls will get stuck in here. Yeah, let me grab that. It's pretty cool. Just a standard item sorter behind it. Let's take a quick look at it. So, what we can see is this sorting block over there. Let me get me up. Okay, so over there's a hopper. I can barely access it from here. Which only contains ender pearls, and once it's too far filled up, as you know, it just releases the hopper below, and therefore ender pearls can be filled into the system, but this hopper will only fill up with ender pearls since all slots are already blocked. And now I would say we will check out what we built at the end portal, which goes back to the main world, and that's Panda's creation. So thank you, Panda, again for everything you've developed here. Awesome. Woohoo! Let's sprint along this tunnel here. Panda, don't run away. You're being honored right now.
How do you get up again? I think we have to use the ender pearl elevator back there, right?
Yes. So, by the way, if people are wondering why are we so fast, below those half slaps there is ice, and since the ice sprinting effect lasts through a half slap, we don't have an ugly ice pathway, but it is still at the same time super speed here. And actually, we didn't place a speed 2 beacon yet, but we just got 4 beacons, so I think we could do this in a moment. But first of all, let's get up. And over here, we got a new ender pearl elevator, so maybe Panda can go up already. And yeah, this is a 2x3 version of the ender pearl elevator I recently made a tutorial for. And yeah, it just features some weird glitches with the piston. When they are updated in the right moment, they can be pulled by other piston, although they are already extended. So if you take a look at this contraption here, let me just jump on top of it. You can see that those pistons are being instantly retracted. It looks like they are just disappearing. It's pretty awkward. And if I jump on this in this way, it's somehow glitches sometimes. Lol, whatever. So yeah, this actually makes it yeah, pretty fun design, but at the same time it catches you with yeah, we had no one ever falling through this, so I can just throw myself up again. It really works very reliably. Let's do this just 3 times for demonstration. It makes so much fun to get up this. It's almost as fast as falling down again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and one more time.
Hey guys.
Hey, so we're actually recording right now, Banane. Hey.
Hey.
So I'm showing the ender pearl elevator. And yeah, so just to prove that it is working really reliably. Woohoo. I just went up 3 times. And how is this working? Well, we got those pistons there inverting the signal, and I didn't use torches because pistons are instant when you place them in this way. So they instantly trigger like an instant NOT gate. And they are powering torches behind pistons. And you can see there's a double row of sticky pistons, and it is important that they are powered by torches. Otherwise, this is not going to work. If you power them by torches and place... let me actually get down a little bit. Okay, so you see those sticky pistons. You don't see anything if anyone is triggering it. Now you can see it. In front of those sticky pistons, there are the redstone blocks and normal pistons. And this instant retraction thing only works when they are powered from torches this way. If you power those pistons, for example, with normal redstone, usually those pistons will stay extended and only the redstone blocks will retract, since you are trying to retract already extended pistons. And something has to do with the update order, that those redstone blocks update first, and therefore the pistons do retract instantly. It's very awkward, and this glitch has been in the game for a while, but yeah, it makes a really cool design in this case, I believe. So there's nothing else than those torches being invertedly powered by direct tripwire hooks above those pistons. Pretty simple design, and yet very effective, and I like it a lot. It also looks pretty cool, the whole tower here. On the other side, there's just the water hop, as we already showed 3 times. And let me get up again. And then we'll take a look at the building behind there, where you can also hear a wither in the background. Okay, finally. Okay, so now we took a look at the farm from the outside, and the first thing you can hear in the farm is the wither, and yeah, let's just check out the recording when we spawned him in. Alright guys, so here we are in the behind the scenes stuff area, and yeah, over here there's the chamber for the wither, and yeah, so we didn't spawn him in yet. Actually, we already spawned in one a while ago, but then we had a failure that we actually were already building this up on a live stream, and well, that's another story. If you want to look what happened there, check the live stream. We were messing around with snow golems and the wither escaped. So we defeated him, and now we need to spawn in a new one. Panda is
he
doing
dropped
this.
into the void. That's not quite defeating, but yeah, we need
I
to
would
spawn
call
a new
this
one, so
a victory, since no one died. Okay. Well, we didn't get another star through. So the task is actually pretty simple. Spawn him in and press this button to move him up 1 block. Since its head is already within the bedrock, it will be actually possible. And then turn on the cobble generator once the explosion happened.
Yeah, important is that there's water on top of it to block off the explosion. You can see it sometimes dripping down here. Placed it before. Or I actually can see it now. Well, I'm sure there is water. Again, can you place the soul sand?
Okay.
Okay, this would be actually a really big failure if there was no water. Let's check this.
There is water. No, I see there is water. Don't dig away the stuff on top again. There's water. I see the particles.
Okay, now I do see them as well.
Yeah, just spawn him.
Okay.
First hit, second, and third.
Move him up. Oh, he's in the water now.
Let's see the explosion happening.
Can close off the door here.
Okay, let's turn on the cover generator.
Should I do it?
Yes, is there actually a... Yeah, do it.
It's turned on.
Okay. Yeah, this guy is quite noisy. So, yeah, he's trapped in here now and ready to do work for us. So, now let's just take a quick look into the mechanics of this farm here. And Panda designs the mechanics of this, so he's probably going to explain most of it. And, well, and Sankan mostly did the design in here, but I guess that's self-explanatory. So, yeah, Panda, how does this farm work? Can you tell us?
Yeah, well, let's first turn it on, and you see this dispenser back there is now shooting, and if you look into it, it has bone meal inside it. We fill it around here with a hopper chain, with the bone meal from this chest, but Yeah, if you now place a sapling there, then the tree gets grown by the bone meal. And to detect if a tree grew, we have the redstone here, which is pointing at the trunk of the tree, and then powering it. And yeah, to see how it's detecting it, we have to go below. We got a butt piston, which is getting powered by this.
Okay, let me just quickly plant a sapling, and there you see the two grow, and Rob got crushed. And yeah, let's check out the behind this stuff area here, and check out how Panda detects the growth of the tree. So here we are.
So on top of this dirt block, there's obviously where the tree grows, and then there's the trunk of the tree, which gets a redstone signal, and this piston gets a butt signal from the block there. And since this clock down here is constantly updating the piston, it will extend, as you just saw, and trigger all the other mechanics of the tree farm. Of course, the main thing is to push away the tree, and we just do that with this double piston extender here. Since the trees need a certain space where there are only wood blocks or leaf blocks or dirt blocks, so they can grow. Like, you can't have anything else right next to the tree, then it wouldn't grow. Yeah, then we have this double piston extender pushing it out. I guess we don't have to say much to this double piston extender, do we? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
I already made a tutorial for a tree farm a while ago where we used the same concept here. So this tree farm currently uses small normal trees, so they are like in 10% of the cases an oak tree with big, and then it has a different algorithm for the growth and can also create branches, but they cannot grow since they are blocked by by the height of the space inside. And you can also use this for jungle trees, although you won't get enough saplings back since we don't have the tree eater mechanics here. Let's actually take a look at it from the top. That's probably the easier way. Over here there's a ladder.
Have you got ender pearls? Or okay,
yeah, I got ender pearls, and actually take this ladder here. So yeah, someone is farming trees all the time. Thank you, Sankan. So yeah, as you can see, in the moment when the sapling is about to grow, the 5x5 space around the sapling is completely free of pistons or anything else than wood or air, and this makes the tree grow quickly. Works also with jungle trees, and yeah, the space in here gets crushed and you will always get saplings. As you can see, most of the time a sapling drops down, and on average we will get more saplings back. And then the other pretty cool contraption over here is the, how would you call this thing, Panda? And
I don't know, maybe tree merger or so.
Yeah.
It's basically just shrinking the 6-high trunk of the tree down into a 3x2 area, and yeah, that's obviously needed because back here we got the wither, which breaks blocks in this area.
Yeah, maybe you remember that I already designed a tree farm together with Raidcraft, so actually they were doing most of the work, but anyway, where the wither was just kept in a gigantic cobblestone chamber with tons of redstone and tons of other lag creating machines, which was also working, but just way too huge and way too complicated. And it also featured this merging system here, and different kinds, but pretty much the same concept. So those trees are being split. You see the top rows are just gets pushed down over there, while the other rows are pushed down over here, and so we convert a 6x1 vertical tree shape into a 2x3 horizontal one. Really tricky and, well, very, very clever. And yeah, so let's see how those trees get actually destroyed. And that was Panda's genius idea. That's pretty much the only space where we can probably keep a wither is a bedrock chamber, right? So yeah, this maybe you can explain this quickly. Why?
I think you nicely saw how we spawned him in there in the other clip. Yeah. We just spawned him so that his head block would be in the bedrock, and then moved him up with a piston. And now the third block from his feet is inside the bedrock, and that's where he shoots these blockbusters, which would normally destroy everything. But since they are in bedrock, they just can't do anything at all and get destroyed.
So this is pretty cool. It's pretty much the only place where you can build this and use water for the farm, since we do have water in the cobblestone generator here, and the only other points where you could eventually find this structure here is in the nether. But it's also possible to build this farm in certain locations in the nether, because you can also damage the wither by just punching him with an block in his head and then retracting the block quickly before he actually crushes it. So with a double piston extender. That would be also possible, but it's very rarely that you actually find the structure required to build this in the nether. And if you also want to have something like this tree farm in your worlds, go and check out Panda. He made a 1 hour long video where he actually builds up this farm in a tutorial kind of style, so you can easily follow him and build it up in your own survival world. And yeah, it was very kind for you, from you to actually build this, just block by block for your viewers. Thanks, Panda. And yeah, we also took a look at the tutorial when we were building up this version here. Obviously, Panda helped with most of it since you already knew everything, just without having to look at any tutorial. Yeah, and they're very happy with it. Also, the design is pretty cool. Sankan, thanks for the design, for the interior.
No problem.
And over here we get all the wood, and as you can see, holy moly, so much wood. Yeah, we'll never run out of wood anymore, because it also is a good food source actually. We are currently still not having a proper food farm since our chicken farm is at the moment broken, and I was just about to design a new one with Sankan when we wanted to finish the Servertour here. So right now we are eating apples most of the time. I'm also eating apples at the moment, and they're actually a nice food source in case you do have so many apples. Yeah, pretty cool. So that's it pretty much about the end here. Another interesting fact maybe is we tried to design those walkways in the most efficient way. So, well, if you're running towards the, mostly it will happen that you actually run towards the Enderman farm, and therefore we just made this quick drop here. All of those ways do have ice below, and well, should we place the beacon maybe, and the speed 2 beacon now? That would make just sense, and then we can try out how much quicker it is to run across an ice block with the speed 2 beacon.
Who got the beacon?
I guess Pricey has this. Let's just quickly prepare and we'll better set it up. Okay, so we placed the beacon here, and yeah, hello guys. We had to change this drop chute a little bit, so right now you're dropping a little bit earlier, and then you can just walk over. And we also opened up this gap here because it's apparently around just as fast if you go to the edge and throw an ender pearl, which will land right at the end there. So let's actually do this once. Does anyone want to compete against me? Battling here?
Sure.
Okay. Hey. So,
okay.
He's going to run, I'm going to throw an ender pearl, and let's see, it's roughly the same who is the fastest. Rob, can you do a signal?
1, 2, 3.
And... Hey, I think I'm ahead. Okay, I'm there.
Yeah, I sprint jumped on it.
Haha. Okay, so yeah, you can see it's both really quick, and also getting up is really quick, as we already know. I can't get enough of this elevator. Let's go to our perimeter and show you the progress over there, because we also, yeah, we actually made quite some progress, also there's still a long way to go. So, we are back at the storage room. Hey Rob. Nice guest here in your hand there. We finished digging the first part of our perimeter. Hooray! So yeah, lots of work went into this obviously, and we'll try to actually maybe capture some time lapses of us digging here, but that's for the extension. It's going to be 330 by 330, so this is currently just 200 by 200, therefore not even when you are in the very center this would be spawn proof. Those borders here are still easily in the range, but we already placed all the speakers here, as you can see, to be able to dig around further, and the edge will be around where the water ends, roughly. So we dug around 1/3 or a little bit more than 1/3 of the blocks which are required. And yeah, so if you're wondering what is the plan for this huge void area, we already decided on what we are going to do with the floor, at least partially, and that is in the new updates we will have carpets in the floor, and yeah, you can place those carpets on top of glowstone. So our idea was just to make a gigantic pixel art. And the best part about carpets is, first of all, since you can place those on glowstone, it's gonna be spawn-proof anyway. But they just act like any other non-air block. For example, on our snow map trap, we also use this fact. It's going to be spawn-proof since there's just no air block at the y-coordinate if you completely block off this whole perimeter here. Yeah, so our plan is for a gigantic pixel art, but that will be long ahead in the future. First of all, we need to get the witch farms done and to produce us 30 double chests of glowstone to fill this perimeter in. And then we can fill the glowstone in, and afterwards we need to get enough wool for the carpets here. And speaking about the witch farms, yeah, not too much progress has been made on them yet, but that's also because they are not going to work very well before we are actually somewhat done with the perimeter, or at least do have the caves lit up. You can already see that there are currently some witches stuck inside. Let's take a closer look at them. They seem to be very unsatisfied with their current position. Don't know, I guess they can't even throw stuff at me, because their health level is stuck inside the block. Let's check. Oh, a zombie is coming. There's a slime ball in it. Yeah, in his hand. Goodbye, zombie. So, yeah, those villagers, do they? And they don't even react to me at all. That's crazy. So the shifting floor already worked, since they were just glitching through the floor and landing on top of this yeah, leaf work floor here. And I explained the concept of this witch farm design here in the live stream already, but did we show this in the last episode? I'm not quite sure yet. I need to figure that out. If we didn't, I'm just going to quickly yeah, explain the ideas behind this. So it turns out we didn't show those witch farms at all so far, only in the live stream, so only very few people have seen this, and sorry for that. I actually wasn't aware of this. Yeah, it's too long ago since we made our last server tour. So, these, the reason for the, let's maybe start with the actual spawn process. Why did we use redstone blocks? So, I didn't want to have any blocks which could crush the witches in the moment they fall through, since we could eventually later on at, I don't know, XP grinder, or just because I don't want to crush them. The only blocks which would be able to be used here is like upside down half slabs or redstone blocks. Hoppers don't work since you cannot push them, and there's not much else which can still spawn mobs on top and is not solid. And upside down half slabs do have 2.5 meters of clear space in between, which means that huge slimes can spawn since they're only 2.4 meters high. But with these redstone blocks, they don't have a chance to spawn, only the medium ones can spawn. And for those, let me just try to get up. They will, since their IF movement is not stopped when they are further than 32 meters away, they will always walk out to one of those sides, and there are fences on these sides and yeah, nothing on the other two sides, and therefore they will just drop down. Our plan is to add 30 meters below this, or just as far down below as it is necessary to keep those witches not alive anymore. Add a layer of lava, half slab below, and hoppers below. The lava is necessary to split up the medium slimes, which can still spawn, because the tiny ones would not die when we just have a fall drop there. And the hoppers will collect all the items, and everything else will die anyway, either from the fall damage or from the lava. And the hoppers do suck up the items quick enough to not burn up anything. Those hopper clocks here, which we implemented, are very nice since they are just tireable. So they are first unload proof. No repeater can get stuck since it's fixed anyway, but nothing wrong happens when you walk out of this, when the chunks are when you're unloading those chunks when it's active. And it is necessary to have those pistons with redstone blocks in the front, since they make sure that there's just enough space here. Let me just trigger this again. And actually they can also spawn mobs outside of this, but it's not going to influence the spawn rates of the witch farm, since we are way below the mob cap anyway. And we'll just get some additional loot from like skeletons and other animals. Hostile mobs. Animals are not going to spawn in. Right, actually I just noticed that there are some glass blocks missing, which are supposed to be placed on those spots here. Let me just add the last one. Okay, so those 3 glass blocks will make sure that there are no spiders spawning in here. Since spiders won't trigger the tripwire, it's just going to get annoying. They will AFK here for a long time. But those will barely affect the whole efficiency of this farm. And maybe you saw this already. We tried to maximize the efficiency by having only the rows triggering, which are actually, well, where there's actually a mob on it, so not the whole farm at once. Then it only triggers when there's actually a mob, so no clock cycle. And there is as much air as possible. The first non-air blocks are those glass blocks, and then way behind there are some half slabs, but it's like 6 meters behind the actual spawn throw. So this efficiency should be way above 98% and give us as much witches as possible. Obviously we do have 4 farms of this, so it's gonna be 4 times faster than a single farm, and we're really looking forward to how well this actually works. Anything else to say about this? Well, there are some interesting facts. Over here we do have comparators, and comparators don't give out light when they're active. This is maybe something which not many people knew. Unless repeaters, they don't actually increase the light level. Let's put some obsidian into this. You see, they are not giving off light. And I should take out the obsidian again. Well, if I light up the repeater, it will give up a light level of 8. Those 2 floors are very compact. I like the design, and I don't think there is much left to talk about this design. Those sides are alternated. That means that there is a 4-tick repeater delay which is behind the solid block, so it won't put any light into the farm on one side, and on the other side it's not, so that it's actually pushing left and right, alternating, and not just try to push at the same time. Yeah, works very nicely. It's also pretty interesting that those rows of redstone blocks and pistons do shorten the pulse, which is really necessary. So the first piston here triggers like on, off, just regularly on and off. The last one over here will just be a single pulse, since the pulse is shortened by those pistons. They are retracting instantly, but extending takes around 1.5 redstone ticks. You can see, this is just extending for a very short time. And the one over there extends and retracts for roughly the same time. The pulse gets shortened. Pretty much a very simple pulse shortener here. Yeah. So that's it about those witch farm cells. And we'll provide you with more progress about them once we got more stuff done. And we really hope that this witch farm will work as soon as possible. So, last but not least, there's one secret yet to be revealed, and that is, how did we get all those emeralds and all those diamond armor parts and weapons and stuff, so that we could even do a stupid spleef match over the void. So last time, obviously we were trolling a little bit, and the reason for this is that there is still a super cool way to exploit the trading, and I actually would not call it exploiting. It's just knowing how the mechanics work and taking the best out of that. So let's head over to our trading market, and it's just still a very mock-up place, but well, the content is genius. I would say. So hey, Philip, do you want to quickly explain what's up, what's in this place, and what's special about this?
We have this villager here. I can't see you at the moment, but
sorry, I'll quickly relock so that you can see me. Okay.
Stupid bugs, you have this villager here, and you get some iron.
We actually get some iron as well.
Here's some iron.
Okay. Thank you.
Try to give you some. And you can trade with this villager iron. And if you look through all the trades, you can see that he has all trades. And all possible trades that a blacksmith can have. And in the last slot there is the iron trade. And if a villager can't get any more trades, this trade won't get lost, pretty much. So you don't have to trade anything else to recover it. You just have to leave the trading window and wait for 2 seconds or something. Yeah. And then go in there again.
So if I try to let me just quickly show, I cannot get any more emeralds at the moment since I used up this trade. I already got 5 emeralds. But if I close this window now and enable particles again, you will see that 2 seconds later, this villager will get those green particles. I guess they are already over. And now I can get this iron again. So let's just see. Yes, I got 13 emeralds. Now we can maybe even get more. No. And yeah, every 2 seconds, yeah, now you saw those green particles. We can just do this again. I don't even have to switch to the very last trade. If I just put iron in here, I can always directly get emeralds. And do this till the trade runs out. Then escape, wait 2 seconds, and get more emeralds.
Yeah, but after you traded with him and can't trade with him anymore, and you leave that GUI, you need to be very careful. You can already see all these signs all over the place. Don't log out, because if the villager gets unloaded before he recovered the trade, he won't recover the trade anymore. Never.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And you cannot use that villager again then.
He doesn't save that he needs to recover the trade, so if he gets saved in the time he hasn't recovered the trade, then it's kind of problematic.
Yeah, so he won't recover it anymore.
So the big deal about this villager is he has all the trades. If you do any other trade in here, you need to, you can do it a few times and then the trade is blocked. And you need to do the last trade, which is actually just getting more emeralds to unlock the last trade itself and all the other trades beforehand. And then we can go and trade more with him. Obviously it still takes some time, but I think Panda took like 5 or 6 hours to get 7 double chests of pickaxes. And you're not going to tell me that you can get 1 double chest of diamond pickaxes within 1 hour of mining. So this is, or maybe it was even less, I don't know anymore. It was really quick.
Probably very less.
Probably less than 6 hours. Maybe it was only 5 or so.
One night.
Yeah, and it really is, it's obviously not too interesting to just trade with this guy, but it's so much faster than any other trading method, than any other method of getting diamond tools, that it's just totally worth it. Let's just spend our emeralds on, what else, what should we get? I think we are pretty low on certain armor parts again. Let's get some.
I guess you can still buy diamond pickaxes, which
yeah,
another
we definitely
double
need more diamond pickaxes. Yes.
Yeah, and by the way, obviously because of the iron trench, we don't have any trouble of getting the iron.
Yeah, that was actually our main reason behind the iron trench. You normally, well, besides building out of iron blocks, there is not much else you can do with
hoppers.
That much stuff, and also hoppers are a reason. But this is like, I don't know how many double chests of iron blocks we actually traded with this guy already. Probably 3, 4, or 5 or something. Quite a lot. And we spent them worthfully, usefully. We say usefully, whatever.
And
you know what I mean.
For spleef and stuff.
Yeah.
How long did I trade for all the emeralds we needed for that spleef? Like half an hour or maybe 3/4 of an hour, something like that.
Yeah. And now the question is, how do you get this villager? And the answer is doing a lot of trading. I don't know how much time it took to get this one, but it's just totally random which of the remaining trades this villager picks, and the chances are quite low that the iron trade is on the last slot. I think Panda once calculated the average amount of resources you need for this. Maybe that's interesting.
It was a while ago. I don't have the numbers here anymore, but I can try to remember. Like 6% of the villagers of the blacksmiths actually can become such a villager, or well, yeah, you have to try with like, I guess you get what I mean. 6% of the villagers become one of these villagers actually, so you can think of how many villagers you need to try with. And then the resources you need on average was like, I think 1.5 stack of diamonds, something similar gold, maybe 2 stacks of gold or something, some coal. I mean, it wasn't too much, but yeah, coal is not hard to get anyways. And how many emeralds were it? Was it like 1 chest of emeralds? I think it was.
I think it was a bit more.
But
yeah, and also that's on average, so you can take a bit less and also way more.
Yeah.
If you're really unlucky.
So that's also a reason why you should start with trades like the diamond trade, because if you get it at the beginning, then you will get pretty close to the average. Because if you do it at the beginning,
stay below it usually.
Yeah. Because you pretty much trade 1 or 2 times and you get the next trade, and then you don't need to spend any diamonds anymore. But if you have it in the second last slot and then trade diamonds, you can spend several stacks of diamonds.
Yeah, because
before
if
you
the
get the trade.
villager already got all the trades and is only missing one trade, then it's really unlucky that he picks this trade, because he still just picks a random trade, and if he has it already, he replaces it if the new one is better, or or doesn't replace it if the old one is better. But then it's really unlikely that he gets a new trade if there's only one trade missing. So you have to do the trades quite a lot.
Yeah, I think we spent like 2 days or something, and those are just the best villagers remaining. I don't know, or maybe not the best ones, but some of those villagers do have pretty interesting traits here, like efficiency 2, Teknoaxe for 3 emeralds. And I don't know, it definitely takes a long time, but it's definitely worth it as well, since, yeah, even if you take the time into account to get this villager, I guess we already got a lot more stuff done thanks to this guy. For example, those 7 double chests of diamond pickaxes. And why do we need them? Well, we calculated it. We need 14 double chests of diamond pickaxes, so we are halfway done with it. Will take us a few more hours to get those, and to dig out the rest of the perimeter. So, yeah, I think it is quite a lot to be dug, but one of those pickaxes goes through stone in, I think, around less than 10 minutes you can blow through one of those pickaxes. So if we are working together, we might be able to get this done within the next month. Maybe not, but we'll see. It's a lot.
It will take some more time.
It will take some more time, but we'll do lots of other projects in the meantime and just try to work on this from time to time to just get it done bit by bit. And yeah, obviously this villager will be moved to the spawn, since there's one problem. If you crash when you trade with this guy, within those 2 seconds when he doesn't, which it takes for him to refresh the trade, he will be garbage, and you need to get another one.
Yeah.
So there are always 2 people required here, so that if one person crashes, the other one still keeps the chunks loaded. If you would move him to the spawn chunks, would be no problem anymore, since the spawn chunks are always loaded. It's only a problem if the server crashes in this case.
Yeah. Clear.
And that did not happen so far, luckily.
Yeah. Only lagging, maybe.
That's also probably
from all the hoppers and stuff.
Yeah, it's also the main reason why we do have this setup. Yeah, not very fancy at the moment, since we are planning to move all this to the spawn anyway. But before that, we need to get the spawn done. We have been working on that, but I think this episode is already long enough. We'll show you what we did with the spawn next time. And it, I really hope you enjoyed this. Hope you still don't mind too much that it takes quite some time to get those episodes out, but usually it's just a way cooler episode if you can actually show finished products and not just halfway done stuff. I think it's I'm still not giving up on trying to make those episodes in a quicker succession, but I can't promise anything. That's the main problem. It's also difficult to just coordinate so many people at the same time. It's not a single player project, and therefore it's just tricky. We need to be all online at the same time, or at least the people who mainly helped out in those projects. And it's also difficult to organize the actual project sometimes. Yeah, but that's what we got so far. I think, I hope you liked it, as I said. So see you next time, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
What a delay. Bye.